I think the leaders are missing the mark between balancing speed with empathy because customers want empathy more. Has that come up in your experience about how to kind of build empathy into the front line?
No, absolutely. It goes back to my first point I mentioned, right? Now, customer experience is no longer uh, a chief contact center officer's agenda. It is a CEO agenda. It's because uh, everything's getting commoditized. So the solutions, the products are kind of near similar. Experience is going to differentiate that. Now, that's why it's a CEO agenda. And the talk in the boardroom is how do we differentiate ourselves? Now, but the problem is when it comes down to the layer of operating it, right? Now, because you've invested 10 to 15% of your top line, you're going to look at returns immediately, right? So P&L impact is the first and most important thing. So I think that's the fundamental mistake a lot of them are making to see in terms of, let's take Gen AI, for example, or agentic AI, right? The talk always is about, can I replace the agent picking up the call with a bot, right? But how about twisting the narrative and saying, today the agent is at a level X. The AI is going to take up the capability of the agent from X to 2X, which will take a human more time, but then with Gen AI and agentic AI is actually going to elevate the. Then from there till what the enterprises really need and what customer wants, that's the gap, which is the empathy. That's what I see as the delta. And that is where the frontline agents really need to focus on, because today's frontline agent desktop, like when a call comes in, as you said, everything's going to come on the screen, right? So now empathy is a differentiator, right? You need to understand the tone of the conversation, which actually can be depicted by AI and say that the conversation is on a sunny day path, on a rainy day path. But that is where the human agent will make a difference, right? So ultimately, if you look at it, the call will be completed faster because this person is not going to go into multiple systems to figure out what happened in the past, right? The data fragmentation point you mentioned. So turnaround time is still ROI on the P&L, but empathy is on the top of it, right? So you're hitting two birds in one stone.